What is up, fellas, and welcome to another episode of Rewriting History with me, the Goob. I switched my light bulb, and that was obviously a bad decision. The lighting looks horrible, but that's okay. This is going to be a short video anyways. Next week, I have Marcel Foti coming on the show. It's going to be an early show. It's at 12 p.m. instead of 5 p.m. because he's in Hungary. But that is the Natron Theory guy. Marcel Foti is going to be on the show next week to discuss his book and his theory. So I'm very excited for that. And this week, I'm pretty excited as well because I think I've proven his theory. I think I've got an extremely compelling case of geopolymer being used in the ancient world. Now, unfortunately, I have a nasty sinus and throat infection right now, and I am struggling to speak. There is no way I'm going to make it through an hour. Not sure if I'm going to make it through this very short video. So I won't be able to provide the entire presentation today. It will be later this week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'm not entirely sure. Depends on when I'm feeling better. I did interact with a guy named Ben. Just trying to pull up a screenshot here. So Ben, if you're out there and you're watching this and you want to join, the show on Wednesday, Thursday, whenever, feel free to message me on Twitter and let me know when you're available, and I can try and schedule it so you can call in and share your thoughts, because I don't know who you are, but you seem to know what you're talking about with geopolymer. So it'd be good to have, your thoughts if you want to share them. But in the meantime, I have homework for you guys. In the description below is a link to a video from Ancient Architects. Everything that I'm going to be talking about is based off of that video. So that is a very good foundation to have for, when I do the full presentation later this week. So go watch that video. Listen to what Matt has to say. It's an incredible video. Someone who makes videos myself, I recognize the level of effort and work that went into that video. It's incredible. He presents some research that I can just about guarantee none of you have ever heard before. Did you know that Sacsayhuaman, the rocks have been tested there and they've been proven to be artificial man-made rocks, and they were tested again through a completely separate method of testing that just confirmed that? Probably never heard that research. So Matt presents some really interesting research, and it's some really convoluted research because they end up changing their decision and going back and deciding that they are natural rocks. There's a bunch of testing involved. It gets pretty complicated. He breaks it all down in that video very, very well. And that video is what I'm going to be using as a foundation to build my case that they actually are geopolymer, and that they weren't working with all the pieces of the puzzle back then, because they identified them properly as not natural rocks, but then they were trying to understand them through the lens of lime-based cement, alkali reactive cement, and that's not what they are. And so, this natron theory, the water glass, the geopolymer that Davidovitz and that Foti are talking about, I think they could be that missing piece of the puzzle. So sorry for cutting this episode short, but I am really excited. This is going to be a very cool presentation. It's Sacsayhuaman and a whole bunch of other very interesting features to show you, and I think a really, really compelling case for geopolymer being used in the ancient world. So sorry for the short stream today. I'll let you guys know when the full presentation will be, but looking at probably Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 5 p.m., something like that. I'll keep you guys updated. Peace out.